welcome back fellow venturers. Like I said, following on from my last trip that I did down to Strawberry Fields, back on the Syndicate now. Firstly, I'd just like to say thank you for the wonderful comments and views that I had on my last video. It's really done well, so thank you for that. My subscribers went up considerably. I'm on 90 now, so 10 off 100. So by the time this video goes out, you know, it'd be nice to cross that line to 100. So I'll be very much made up with that. But just the views alone anyway on the videos that I'm starting to get is more than enough, and I really appreciate it. So I'm just doing this out of fun, and I enjoy doing it, and if you enjoy watching it, I'll keep doing them, definitely. It's really nice to have the support. But yeah, anyway, Strawberry Fields was a good trip. Obviously, unfortunately, I didn't end up getting amongst them, but chuffed that Steve managed to get one. Just want to quickly touch as well on that trip that my brother was meant to join us on as well. But you know, we all from time to time get sort of a little sixth sense, a little, you know, carpy senses start tingling, and things sway you in different directions. And in the run up to going down there on the trip, my brother Liam, he was kind of torn between going there or coming on here and fishing the Syndicate. You know, obviously night fishing was only just allowed last week, and we had them 2 lovely days, 20 degrees Monday, Tuesday, and then by Wednesday it just started to drop off, really petered off by the back end of the week, and by Friday we were having snow across the country. But it didn't deter him. There'd been fish out, and some of the bigger fish had been coming out, and you know, he just felt that his time on here would be more beneficial. Anyway, that being said, he ended up having a red letter session. He beat his PB twice in the same session. He had 2 30s. He had a 30 and a 10 ounce, I believe, and then a 31 and 12 ounce, something around that. So yeah, absolutely made up for him. Well done him. He had a really good session. He had 7 fish out in total, even in the appalling conditions. So yeah, it was really good. So here we are now, following weekend. It's a lovely start to the morning. I've already done the night. We got down last night after work, just after 6. So I got myself back in my little hole, and got set up. Had a little chat with my brother, he's on as well. So I turned up, had a beer with him, and then came around here and got sorted. We got the rods out, and here we are now, following morning, and thought I'd start the intro for the video. I haven't seen really anything yet. There's been a few backs out the water and a couple of swells out in the middle still, but I'm hoping as it warms up we should stand a chance in this little bit, hopefully. But we'll see how we get on. So keep you all posted. Thank you. Quick little update, guys. Just seen a couple of fellas. My brother rang me there and informed me that there's some fish showing out in his zone, which is sort of following on into this bay that I'm fishing. So if you've seen them there, then hopefully they'll well, hopefully he'll pick up my bite, but if they're there, then hopefully they'll start moving into this bay as well. So it's definitely a good sign, seeing some fish. I'll show you where he's fishing anyway. He's actually out now. Swans there as well. Just watched them mate. Never witnessed it before, but yeah, it was pretty cool to see. A little ritual that they do. But yeah, see brothers over there. So yeah, we have seen a few fish now further over this way. So I'm just gonna get up this tree in a minute, and I'm gonna have a look. See what I can see. A little bit of a ripple on the water, but let's see if we can spot out. Right, so upon my investigation up the tree, having a look in the bay, yeah, I'm delighted to say that there is fish in the bay. Absolutely made up with that. I've seen a dozen or so fish. Obviously not to say that it's going to promote any sort of take, but at least there's fishing in directly in the area that I am actually fishing in. There was a lot of fish cruising just around sort of the zones that I'm fishing. It's a real shame that you can't use zigs in here, because I feel as though if you're on a zig you'd definitely capitalise on that, but it is what it is. So it's about 9 foot of water where I'm fishing, so compared to the rest of the lake where it goes down to, you know, 20, it's fairly shallower water. So even though they're not using up much energy and they're sort of just in here sunning themselves, there's every chance that if something fancies having a little dip down and pick up a few baits, then I'm definitely in with a good chance. I mean, you can't get any closer to the fish. You know, the rest is up to them. They're there in the area. Yeah, I'm just sitting on my hands now. I'm glad that I've seen them, so it's all down to them. So everything crossed that one will slip up. Morning guys. So on the last morning now, nothing happened over yesterday, last night, or so far this morning. I don't think anything else has been out. The only 2 fish that I know have came out Friday morning. Since then it's sort of shut up shop. There's been plenty of activity, lots of sightings of fish, but just no one's picking up any bites. So yeah, it's just one of them, innit? It happens. It never really ever fishes that well, this place, when the pressure's through the roof and there's very little wind on the water. You know, it's a typical pit. You know, the fish are very nomadic. They love a big wind, they love a low pressure, and this just isn't the one for them really. But all we can do is try. Let's say I'd seen plenty of fish in this bay yesterday. I even had some breach the water as well over my close to my spots. I think I mentioned that on my last video, on the last segment I did. But that's one's going to end up wiping me out in a minute. Yeah, there we go. Why they feel the need to go that close to the bank, I don't know. Yeah, so nothing yet. I've had a couple of occurrences this morning where I've had a liner, or even I've been done, you know, pulled up really tight. I could see the rod tip just starting to raise, but yeah, I don't know. Like I say, I've got until dinner time to try and turn it around, so we'll just see. A bit cooler this morning. Anyway, it's been nice to be out. I'm sure I'll get my season off to a start at some point. It's only my second session back on here. Like I say, I am starting to fish the shallower areas now. I'm avoiding the main body of the lake. Yeah, it's a matter of time now before the fish do start to come in close again, start patrolling around the margins and pick them up that way, which is what I did last year on here. I've caught pretty much all my fish from close range So it's getting to that time of year now where that'll be happening. So I will get amongst them, certainly. But for now, it's just a waiting game. Well guys, that's me about done now. I'm just going to start packing up. It's about 2 o'clock now. Hoped the afternoon draw the fish back into this bay, which it has. I've been up the tree and I've had a look. There's fish there. There's fish all in and around the areas that I'm fishing. They're just under the surface, just milling around. A couple have been jumping out again over where my brother's fishing, over the sunken island out there. But there's no bites forthcoming for anyone. A lot of people are now packed up. So yeah, it's just been dead. I think the pressure's just killed it off. Yeah, it just hasn't gone into the anglers' favour this weekend, but they'll be on the feed again soon, no doubt. Whoever's lucky enough to fish through the week, I'm sure they'll do well. But yeah, I may get a chance to come down next week as well and give it another crack. But they're definitely showing the faces now closer in, so that's it's a bit of good news. But it's just now the next part is getting confident on feeding. It'll happen as the weeks go on. Now we're getting into the swing of the end of spring. Yeah, unfortunate, run out of time, no fish. I mean, obviously the rods are still out, so there's a little bit of time left yet, but I can't see it happening. There's fish there, they're all over in there, but just silent rods. It's just one of them. Nothing more I can do. I'm fishing over fish. That's half the battle. Location's fine. Fish are there, I've seen them, but the one thing you can't do is make them feed. But yeah, that's me anyway. Again, thank you for the support in the last video, and yeah, getting on to 100 subscribers. Appreciate that a lot, and I'll catch you in the next one.